Greetings, people of the internet! I am Lucha Man! And welcome to Lucha Man Reviews. This episode is a little late, but it kind of helps balance everything out, blah blah blah. Today, I am reviewing Final Space, the new original animated science fiction adult comedy coming to TBS, which also is airing on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim, whatever. Oh yeah, so it is an original animated show for TBS, and when I say adult, it's like, let's see, there is like some language. I've only heard like a couple of stuff from the first two episodes. There is graphic violence, but I haven't seen any nudity. So yeah, so it's not so. Okay, how do I put this? All right, while it's in a vein similar to Rick and Morty, it's not full blown Rick and Morty. Yeah, so this show gets. There's so many science fiction shows that I can tie to this. There's obviously Rick and Morty. There's Invader. There's some elements of Bravest Warriors. I can see Space Dandy in there, and there's a sprinkling of Futurama. Oh yeah, so what is this show? What is Final Space? Final Space is the plot revolves around a guy named Gary who is serving a 5-year deep space solitary confinement prison sentence. And as he's getting near the end of his sentence, he encounters this strange alien creature, which he affectionately names Mooncake. And while it looks all cute and cuddly and whatnot, it is actually a super weapon it is a planet killer. And no, I am not referring to the new leading villain from the CW Network show Supergirl for this season. No. This thing is so powerful that some evil, nefarious villain wants it at all costs. And thus, you have the setup for Final Space. Yeah, I'm looking at the show, and honestly, after this season, I could see the show running for multiple seasons. It could do so many things. Gary himself kind of reminds me of like a combination of Dandy from Space Dandy. He also has Star-Lord. He's kind of like if Dandy and Star-Lord were mixed together, and a little bit of Morty's lack of intelligence from season 1 of Rick and Morty. Yeah, so he's very delusional. He thinks himself like Captain Kirk or Spaceman Spiff from Calvin and Hobbes. He thinks himself this awesome guy when he truly is not. Alright, let's see. The animation style, it's very Rick and Morty, but with a mixture of Invader and yeah, so yeah, it's pretty good. Visually, it is a really good show, but there is, like I said, it has some of the graphic violence. So, like I said, it's more for the adult audience. All right, so currently we're 2 episodes in, which is good because the first episode was the setup, and the second episode has kind of fleshed out the series. I am really enjoying the show. I would highly recommend it. So far, I've only encountered a few things that I'm not too happy about the show. While Gary is a idiot, and like roughly 80 to 90% of all the bad stuff that happens to him is because of his stupidity, or him opening his mouth and saying something stupid, or doing something stupid. There's times where, like, between 10 and 20%, the universe... So while like I said, 80 to 90% of the stuff is him happening because of his own fault, there's just like some times where the universe just flat out seems to not like Gary. Seriously, the universe goes out of his way to intentionally hurt him, or really annoy him, or cause him some serious problem. Of the show so far, there are 2 characters that I've seen. I really do not like them. I mean, like, here's what: there's like villains you're supposed to not like. There's characters you love. There's characters you hate. You hate to love and love to hate. But there are these 2 characters that just really, they are the grating on my nerves. They are very annoying. I do not like them, which is kind of not helping which doesn't really help the show. Another problem with the show is, even though this is the internet and even though it's been out for 2 weeks now, the show seems to have, it enjoys the use of foreshadowing. In fact, it's pretty heavy-handed with the foreshadowing. It's foreshadowing a whole bunch of stuff, and even though, yeah, so I'm not a fan of that kind of storytelling where it heavily foreshadows. So, yeah, but still, glossing over those 2 areas, the characters I don't like and the foreshadowing, this is a really good show. I can see it lasting several seasons if they know how to do this right. The animation quality is good. There's a lot of good characters, very interesting characters, and there's an overarching story. We've so far had a series of like 2 one-offs, basically like stuff that's random goofy space adventures, but they do have a consistent story plot, so it is very good. I like where this is going, and I look forward to see how the rest of the series will play out, and if we get more episodes. Yeah, so if you haven't seen it yet, you could probably check it out on demand or on the TBS website. Maybe it's also on Adult Swim because I saw it there. Yeah, and we'll be getting the 3rd episode relatively soon. Well, that's it. So this is a really good show, and I give it a solid 9 out of 10. So yeah, check out Final Space. Now, before we end this episode, seeing Final Space on TBS reminded me of something else. There was another show that was supposed to possibly be coming to TBS called Close Enough. It's by J.G. Quintel, the guy who did Regular Show. If you don't know what Regular Show is, what the heck rock have you been living under for the last few years? Okay, in all honesty, a Regular Show is... Well, the tagline for the show was, Regular Show, it's anything but. And trust me, it was true. But yeah, so... A Regular Show, it was for a kid audience, but they had some jokes that the older audience would get to kind of go over the kids' heads. They were able to sneak by past the censors. So Close Enough is going to be more aimed for the more mature audience. It's gonna, yeah. So if you want, look for Close Enough here on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you'll find it. I'm wondering, where is this show? I think they said it was going to be out around this time, March, or did it get pushed back, or did it get canceled? I've been looking around, so I've been hearing multiple results. So if anyone has any ideas about Close Enough, post it in the comment sections below, please. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Yeah, so that's the review, folks. You got a review, and then you got some insight about a different show, and questions about it. So until next time, this has been Lucha Man for Lucha Man Review, saying thanks for watching, and as always, have a nice day.